Hey, we are Kraken Gypsies. This is Bruce. Today we'll be doing the Ruined King tutorial. This is streamed live on Twitch with the original game sound. If you found this video to be entertaining or informative, feel free to like the video and subscribe to our channel. We are very grateful for all the support that we can get. It will help our channel grow. In Ruined King, there are a lot of fully voiced cutscenes in the game. It is a lot like watching a movie. The sound was cut from this, however. We will not be skipping dialogue so people can still experience the story. The first thing we must do is follow Raffen. The controls are simple. We will be utilizing the right mouse button or WASD to move our character and then left click or E to interact with objects. Starting in the first room, we will be using the middle mouse wheel to inspect the area for hidden containers and loot them. We seen if there was any useful dialogue along the way and ran into another cutscene that went over Miss Fortune's backstory. Raffen came to talk to us about what we've just witnessed and then he runs off. We have the option to check out the side rooms and we continue talking to people around for more dialogue, seeing if there are any special interactions. We go through the room with Raffen in it and enter another cutscene with Captain Thorne. It then goes over the combat basics of the game. Fighter card displays key stats such as level, health, and mana. The red crystals at the top of the screen represent how many waves of enemies we will go through in this combat instance. The initiative bar displays the order in which characters take turns. Instant abilities do not cost mana, however, lane abilities do. Lane abilities also take time to cast and will change the turn order based on the lane that we use them in. The game will now make us figure out combat and finish the battle. This game goes over lane switching, which is a neat mechanic in a turn-based game. Some enemies may have certain powers that require us to use lane abilities in different lanes. There are 3 lanes in the game, and they will change the power of the ability. There's the speed lane, which reduces how long it takes for our character to recover, while reducing the effect of the ability. Next, there's the balance lane, which is the default lane. It maintains the base recovery rate and the base effect of the ability. Finally, there is the power lane, which increases how long it will take for our character to recover, while increasing the effect of the ability. The game has a save load system. If your party dies from a combat instance, you'll have the option to reload at your last save. However, once you fill in your party, if one character dies and you succeed in the combat instance, they'll be revived with very low health. There are also hazards and boons in this game, which will affect our party when one of our character falls into the region on the turn bar. On the right side of the screen, there's more things to work with, like Inspect mode. It will allow us to see what abilities our enemies can use, what status effects they have, and more. We can right-click for our Quick Strike, which uses our instant damage ability. With Misfortune, this is Love Tap. We can also change the game speed, and we can attempt to flee. At the end of the battle, we will get XP and loot. There are a various amount of XP bonuses based on what happened during the combat. We find Raffen again and end up in another instance of combat. There are a lot of different stats, buffs, and status effects. A lot are fairly typical of turn-based games. The combat is turn-based. We can also opt to use potions in battle during our character's turn. Doing so will skip our turn. Misfortune has a tapped effect on some of her abilities, which can then be consumed by some of her other abilities to do increased damage. After this combat instance, that concludes this game's primary tutorial. We hope that you found this entertaining, informative, or enjoyable. If so, feel free to like, subscribe, and check us out on Twitch.